Good morning, guys. It's Cathy Callahan inside the Moms Building Online Businesses group, and Maggie's with me. How are you, Maggie?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Hey, I'm going to check our Wi-Fi. I'm going to check our connection online real quick because it is dragging on my side. I don't know if it's me or you. So Maggie, hang tight just for a second. Guys, say hi if you're here.
Sure.
Let us know how the internet is for you guys. I'm going to see if it's my side or Maggie's side. This is going to be fun today. All right, let's see what everybody says. Let's see if it's me or you. All right, let's see who's here. Karen's here. Ruby's here. Okay, Karen and Ruby, let us know how the internet is. Let us know if I'm dragging or Maggie's dragging, because before we get started, I want to make sure we have good internet. This is going to be good. This is about live video. So this will be a good conversation to make sure we have good internet. Leslie is here. Cindy is here. Today is going to be special. Somebody go ahead and confirm the quality with us before I introduce Maggie and we start chatting. We get to talk about how to do live video like a superstar. So I wore my star shirt for you.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. I should have done that.
It was very impromptu. Ruby said it's good here in Texas. Everybody said it's good. Okay, well, we're just going to roll then. On my side, you're dragging, but on their side, you're good. So Maggie, welcome to the Moms Building Online Businesses group. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Today, you're going to do a little bit of training and some tips on being confident in live video, talking about your experience with how you came to be an expert in live video. And then we're going to let everybody know that you have a workshop coming up that we have not told anybody about yet, except possibly Evergreen. We told the Evergreen students, I think, last week. So this is going to be amazing, you guys. Okay, Jessica says you're delayed, but it's easy to follow. And you're dragging. I wonder why.
Okay, weird.
Okay, keep messing with that before you teach everybody how to do live video. Keep playing with that. StreamYard has been...
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. We can switch to Zoom if we need to, but StreamYard has been a challenge. So before we get started with our training, let me go through a couple of housekeeping things with our moms in this group and our women in this group, and I think we still have a couple men in this group. Today is May 3rd. It is our normal social media time that we spend together every Monday at 10 a.m. Central. And if you're newer to this group, we just got done with a big social selling workshop. So everybody's like coming down off of a lot of training. I hope you guys had a ton of fun with that. We've got new Evergreen students who have moved into our full program. And so we're back to our normally scheduled programming inside of the group, which is Mondays at 10 and Thursdays at 10. So Mondays is me, 10 is Jessica on Thursdays. Maggie's going to be having a workshop coming up for you in a separate group. So we'll invite you guys into that today. Vicki Johnstone has a Canva branding boot camp that she'll be doing in a separate group. So if you guys hear about these things and you want more time with our teachers and instructors, make sure you reach out to me or Jess or Diane or someone in this group to get you where you need to be. So inside of this Moms Building Online Businesses group, we're doing just our normal Monday, Thursday, okay? Maggie, they say you're dragging. Do me a favor, go out and come back in because we want you in full swing so that you can do this training. So let's see if that helps. Okay, she's gonna go out and come back in. Maggie is a student inside of Evergreen. She's a network marketer. She's going to tell you guys a little bit about herself. And the area that she excels in is public speaking and really confidence on camera. So who needs help with that? Do you guys find that you subscribe to my theory of done is better than perfect, which we should, but if you could learn some tools and some tricks to maybe be a little bit more effective online, right? To step up your game, to not speak so fast or not change your voice, or how to ask the right questions to really build engagement, right? That would make a big difference in your ability to go live and get the best results. So that's what Maggie's going to be sharing with us, is that side of the live video. All right, let's bring her back in. Let's try again.
All right, is that better?
So far.
Okay. Sounds good. I've actually logged on my laptop instead of my phone.
Okay, good. So I'm echoing. Maggie?
Do what?
Is it echoing to you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm going to mute you just for a second so it doesn't echo to me. I'm going to introduce you. And then Maggie, what you're going to do is you're going to introduce yourself. Maggie is a student inside of our Evergreen program. She's a rock star. And what happens is sometimes I say, hey, students, I see some strengths in you. Would you be willing to tell our audience about this? And I was talking to Maggie and she's like, yeah, actually, I would love to teach and train on live video and public speaking. So that's how she got here as a featured trainer. And so I'm gonna let her tell her story. So Maggie, in a second, I'm gonna unmute you. I muted you just for the echo. StreamYard's awesome sometimes. And you're gonna tell your story. I want you to just do like an I story. So those people who've gone through trainings with us, a lot of us are network marketers and we do an I story. So who are you outside of your business? How did you find out about your business? What did you think at first? Why did you decide to go for network marketing? Just so we can get to know you and your story a little bit. And then speak to us about live video tips, how you're using it. I know you've got some tips and tricks for the girls today. And then I'll come back at the end and wrap out with how they can get into your workshop this weekend, okay? So I'm gonna unmute myself.
Perfect. Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Maggie Schuyler. I have been with my network marketing group for about a year and a half. I actually started in January of 2020. And the way that I found my network marketing group was through Instagram. A friend of mine had posted on her Instagram stories. I work with a clothing company. And she had posted a really cute outfit. And I fell in love with the outfit, asked her about the outfit, and then she proceeded to put me in touch with her friend who we started chatting about the outfits. And then I hosted an online party. And after that online party and I got my clothing items, I fell in love with the brand and the products right away. And initially, I did not even remotely plan on every company. I never planned on doing this. But my friend, who is now my upline, and still my friend, of course, she is the one that actually talked to me about this. She said, I think you would be great, because during the party, she asked me to go live a couple of times and tell everybody, my friends and my family, about the items and the clothes and things like that. And of course, I was like, sure, I'll go live. I don't mind that. And I went live and I told everybody about it. And she just said, I think you would have a knack for this. Again, never, ever thought that I would do this. But I started telling my friends and my family after I was wearing the clothes how much I loved them. They were asking more information about it. And so over time, I just ended up starting this little network marketing business. And when I started, I actually really started in May of 2020. Right before COVID hit and before all the craziness of COVID and having to quarantine and could not get out and couldn't go and do. And that is really when I started. And that's where my business really grew, because I was forced to have to go live and do a lot more personal interaction with my groups, with my parties, doing Insta stories, Facebook stories, things like that. I was already somewhat comfortable with going live and doing these types of videos, but I really had to when my business started, because I was in quarantine. I had no other options other than go live and put myself out there. So I literally had to jump in feet first and just do it. It was very nerve-wracking, but it was a lot of fun, because I learned a lot about myself and what my talents were, as well as what people were looking for, because I was having to go live. But even to kind of go back further as to how I became an expert, as Cathy was saying, when I went to college, I actually majored in broadcasting. If you would have asked my 18-year-old self what I was going to be doing in my 30s, I was going to be the next Katie Couric, living in New York City, working for the Today Show. That was my goal. I wanted to be a news broadcaster. However, when I got to college and I started taking classes and I started meeting and interacting with lots of people, broadcasting while it was my degree, it kind of took a back seat because I had some personal things come up and I just couldn't do the broadcasting thing. But I have always used public speaking, broadcasting in my working world. I am in higher education. That is my 9 to 5. And before Facebook really even took off, I was using live videos in my higher education workplace to recruit students to be interested in our college. I'm in admissions as far as higher education goes. And so to recruit students, we were always trying to think of ways to step outside the box and how could we get students interested in our institution. And we started doing Facebook Live before Facebook Live was really a thing. So I've been doing this for quite some time. And I've just realized over the years how often you can get in front of people without ever really understanding how you're going to get in front of them. People are on social media. People are on Facebook. They're scrolling throughout the day. They have it up while they're at work, while they're supposed to be working, they're having it up at work. And when you do lives, even if it may not still be live, that video is still there. So the importance of live to help build your business, help build your brand is very, very important to get yourself out there and in front of people that you may not have been able to get yourself in front of before. So I love live. I use it every week, almost every day. I go live within my own social media marketing group. I go live probably 2 to 3 times a week, whether it's just for 5 minutes or it's an hour. I'm constantly going live so I can be in front of my customers and I can build my business and I can build my brand. And that's what live is going to do for you as well with your business and with your brand. So some of the things I want to talk to you guys about today, as far as the training, we're going to go even more in depth. But I want to talk to you about 3 different things that I feel would be very, very beneficial for you when you're using live to build your business and build your brand. No matter what it is you're selling, live is going to help you do that. All right. So one of the first things that I think is very, very key when you are going live and you're talking about your network business, you're talking about your brand, is you've got to be authentic. You have got to be you. People want to relate to you. So if you're just constantly putting yourself out there and you're making yourself always look perfect, people don't want to see the perfect person all the time. They want to see who you really are. And when I say be authentic, if you like something about your company, you don't like something about, like, for example, I've already told you, I wear clothes. I'm 5'7". I say fuller figured. I have curves. I am not a skinny mini by any means. So when I'm trying on my clothes for my potential customers and I'm telling them about the fit and the feel, I always make sure to tell people, this is how tall I am. This is my size, so that they can then relate to me. Because again, I'm not teeny. I'm not, I do have curves. I have a chest. I have hips. I have a butt, all that kind of good stuff. So I make sure to tell people those things because that's the way they're going to relate to me. I am a real person. And so here I am. If you are authentic and if you come off to your potential customers, your prospects as being authentic, they're going to relate to you and they're going to want to do business with you. So I always say, be you. If you start talking about your struggles within your business or why you found your business and you get a little emotional, that's okay. People also want to see the emotions that you might share. I lately have been talking to my customers about some things I've been going through, and every time I start talking about it, I get emotional. I start crying a little bit. That's okay. People, again, want to see that. But they also want to see the things that could possibly go wrong and how you're going to handle those. I will tell you, I'm a mom of a 4-year-old rambunctious little boy. I love him. My husband is a high school football coach, and so we call my son Little Coach, and that's how I refer to him whenever I'm talking about my job and things like that. If he comes running through the room, I say, here comes Little Coach. And so when I say be authentic, I remember when I really first started doing lives, I was doing them in my bathroom. And Cathy talks about this. She does her lives in her closet. And we love that she's so authentic. I was doing them in my bathroom. because that was really the only space I had when I first started. Well, my 4-year-old was potty training, and I'm in the middle of doing a live. I'm in the zone. I am talking. I am doing my thing. And all of a sudden, you hear the commode flush. My 4-year-old had gone to the bathroom because he was potty training, and he decided to tell everybody on the live that he just went to the bathroom. That was authentically me. That's what people like to see. And I got the most comments and the most interaction off of that live because people saw my real life. I just laughed it off and went with it. That's the fun thing about live, is that you get to be authentic and you get to be you and you get to be relatable to your customers. One of the other things that people want to do when you're thinking about going live and you're talking about your event, you want to make sure you build anticipation. There's nothing worse, and it happens. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it happens occasionally. You will go live and there will be nobody on. It happens. It's happened to me plenty of times. But to be able to counteract that, you want to build anticipation. You want to let people know that you are going live. At least give them 24 hours before you're about to go live to tell them you're going live and to tell them what you're going to be talking about. That way, if there is something in particular that they are interested in learning about, they know, oh, she's going to be talking about that today. I need to make sure I tune in. I need to write it on my calendar. You have a scheduling tool within Facebook, if you're using Facebook, to be able to tell people that you're going to go live. You can create an event. You can invite people to come to it. They can RSVP. And that way, if they happen to forget, because let's all face it, we are busy. If we don't write it down, sometimes we're going to forget. That's the great thing about the events and building that anticipation, is that people are going to get reminders that you're going to go live. And, that morning, if you're doing a live event at night, like the trainings I'm going to be doing are at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That morning, I can set out a reminder to tell everybody, hey, I'm going live again at 9 o'clock, and this is what I'm talking about. 2 hours, an hour, 30 minutes before, you build that anticipation to remind people that you're going live and what you're going to be talking about, so that they can make sure to tune into whatever you're going to be talking about. So you want to make sure you also build that anticipation. And that way you're more than likely going to have more than just 1 or 2 people. But if you only have 1 or 2 people, that's okay, because it is live, it's recorded, it's going to go back on your page. People can come back and they can watch it later on. So if something happened, your baby just did not want to go to bed, you got a phone call from your mom, your husband locked his keys in his truck and you got to go get him, you can always go back. But that way they still remembered you are going live and what you're going to be talking about. And then finally, my third takeaway that I want to mention to you today is to not rush. Take your time. Talk to your audience. I was given the gift of gab. I can talk to just about anybody about just about anything. But when I start talking, I have a tendency to just go. I will talk and talk and talk and talk. My husband likes to say, Maggie, take a breath, because sometimes I forget to breathe because I just start talking. But when you are doing a live, you want to make sure you take your time and you actually talk to your audience. You engage with your audience. If they ask a question, take a small break, answer the question, and then go back to what you're talking to. The great thing about when you are talking to your audience and you are not rushing through what you're talking about is it gives people time to process what you are talking about. If they have a question, they have time to comment, it posts, you can see it while you're going live, and then you can answer them. But also, while you are not rushing in your lives, it gives people the opportunity to be notified that you are going live. Because Facebook has an algorithm that, while you've been on for about 3 minutes, it continually starts to post on your friends' Facebook feeds. This is an algorithm we like. We know Facebook is always changing algorithms. But this is an algorithm that we going live love, because the longer you're going live, the more people that are going to be notified that you're going live. And then they have an opportunity to come into your live and watch whatever it is that you're talking about. And you are also still able to build anticipation about your live because you're able to give a summary about what you're talking about in your video. So while you're live and people get the notification on their feed, they see what you're talking about, they want to join in and see what it is you're discussing. Now, the funny thing about Facebook and about these live videos is if you have this particular software, you can actually go live for up to 8 hours. Don't know if you want to talk for 8 hours straight about whatever it is you're talking about, but you do have an opportunity to be on live for an extended period of time if you need to. Now, one of the things that Cathy talks about in Evergreen is to have a continuous party in a group that you have with your customers, and to do a live, a party or an event, whatever you want to call it, about once a week within your group to constantly build up anticipation and interaction. I do that in my group. My events every week usually are about 30 minutes. That gives just enough time for people to log in and see what I'm talking about, but it's not taking up too much time of their day. So you want to be authentically you. You want to talk to people. You do not want to rush. You want to build that anticipation so that people want to join you for your live, but you always want to leave them wanting a little bit more. That way, they are going to reach out to you afterwards. So after your lives, after you've talked, you've been authentic, your child has flushed the commode, your camera has fallen over, whatever may happen during a live, you've built that anticipation and people join you and they watch you and they learn about what you're talking about. You always leave them wanting a little bit more so that they're going to reach out to you, or you can reach out to them and you can really talk to them about your business and your brand, what you are selling, or whatever it is that you're going live about that day. So these are just a couple of the things that we're going to discuss. We're going to go even further into during our workshop this week. And I'm really excited about this, and I'm really hoping that some of you are able to join us this week as we talk about how to have a live on your social media that's going to make you a rock star in your business and in your building your brand.
Thank you, Maggie. I hit your mute button just for a second because we've been overlapping voices. So you guys, did you love that? Are you excited? I'm excited. Maggie, I'm going to unmute you in a second, so don't leave us. But what we're going to do is, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'm going to teach you how to get into the workshop and show you where it's happening at, how to register, and I have a gift for the moms group who come in, because when we have new trainers bring new workshops, I want it to be a huge success. So all of my Evergreen students get to come into Maggie's workshop. So I hope every Evergreen student will be there. You guys get that included with your program membership. So if you're an Evergreen student, reach out to me. Y'all need to be at her first workshop. So this is kind of just like when I started a workshop, or when Vicki did, or when Julia did. It's our first one, right? So this Live Like a Superstar, I'm going to show you guys that. Casey said she can't wait. So I'm going to show you how to get into that. But let's go through a couple questions first. I'm going to give you that one, Maggie.
There's an amount of time in which, when doing your lives, it should be how long? You know, I like to have my lives be usually about 15 minutes, no more than 45. And when I say 45 minutes, that usually includes when people are commenting and you're answering questions during your live. After 30 minutes, you start losing people. So I say 45 minutes max, and that is to include you answering questions during your live and whatever you're talking about. So 45 minutes. I would usually only keep that to maybe once or twice a week too. You don't want to go 45 minutes every day, because then people are going to probably get tired of hearing you talk after a while. So limit it to a couple of times a week, no more than 30, 45 minutes.
And Casey too, when Maggie's teaching class, there's going to be different kind of live videos, because when we do parties, or when you guys do training, or when you do workshops, it's a very different kind of live video than when you're just like impromptu going on your personal page, making a shake or connecting with your audience. Like those are short, right? So let me show you guys what's happening inside of the workshop. I made a page. You guys, this starts on Wednesday. And that's fast. I get that that's fast, but y'all don't need to overthink this. Just get enrolled, get signed up, and be a student of Maggie, and then you guys can always watch the replay as well if you can't join live. But we have had so many events going on that I was like, okay, let's do it here. And I think Maggie's traveling, or I don't know. We all had different schedules. I'm traveling, somebody's traveling. So it starts on Wednesday. So here's how you guys get registered. Let me do a quick screen share and show you the page. I will drop it in the comments below. There's a page set up, and it's all happening inside of a private Facebook group. So it's Break Through Your Fear of Going Live, and it's Live Like a Superstar. Although, if you don't know it's about live video, then I was like, live like a superstar. So Maggie, on one of your pages, I put video in parentheses, but we could live like a superstar too. So it's kind of fitting. I like it. Okay. So I'm making sure you guys can see this page before I talk any more about this. Okay, good. There it is. So break through your fear of going live. You're going to be live in a live workshop with Maggie for 3 days. And I love the live workshops because you get time with the instructor. So when you have questions, if you want more help, if you need help personalizing things, these workshops have been amazing. So if you've ever gone through any workshop with any of our trainers, I really encourage you guys, like if you do a workshop with me or a challenge, to take it live so that you can absorb everything from her. It's a 3-day workshop. It will be recorded. If you miss it, you can catch it inside of the group, but you get it live, okay? Want to learn how to go live on social media to build brand awareness for your business? This workshop was designed just for you guys. So for beginner to advanced, you're going to learn strategies on how to attract prospective customers to you and your business through live video. Social media, you guys know it has leveled the playing field in marketing, allowing all of us to reach huge audiences, okay? So here's what you guys are going to discover: how easy it is to get started with live video, how to create real-time communication with customers, and how to integrate promotions or call to actions right into the viewing experience. This is huge. So many people are doing like video, or they're doing stuff, but they're never like telling their audience what to do next. And I don't know if y'all are doing that, but I was like posting videos on YouTube forever with no call to action, right? I was doing live video, never inviting people what to do next, never telling them like drop a comment or how to join. And then I'm like, why isn't anybody interested? They didn't know what to do next. So this how to integrate promotions and call to action is going to be huge for you guys, okay? You're going to get step-by-step actions you can follow to get real results, effective ways to make your business distinctive in the minds of your audience, ways to keep your content fresh, techniques used to sell a feeling. It's a $27 workshop, okay? It's 3 days live workshop and the workbook. Moms group, I want you to use the code MBOB and you're going to get 25% off, okay? So if you guys want in the 3-day workshop, let me link this page to you guys real quick in the comments. Go over to, I'm going to stop the screen share. Go to the comments I'm going to drop below. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. MBOB, use the code MBOB to get 25% off. This is her first workshop, so I want to fill it up. And Evergreen, please message me for your code, okay? So Maggie, I'm going to unmute you while I pop that link in. Is there anything else you want to say about their live experience they're going to?
So the great thing about this work.
Hold on. Like seriously, you just went like monster robotic voice. Okay, I'm gonna mute you and unmute you again. StreamYard has been in freaking insanely dumb lately, so I don't know if it's StreamYard. It's been crazy. I have not even been able to get on StreamYard for a whole week. So let's try this one more time. But yeah, you went like, it was awesome. It was really a cool voice though. Little Darth Vader. We're going to try one more time. Hold on.
Is it any better? It is. Okay, perfect. Had to play around with the microphone on my computer. The thing about live, oh my gosh, I don't want to sound like The Exorcist, but I'm going to tell you, this is the thing about live. You just got to go with it. If you don't go with it, you're not being authentically you. With lives, you always want to sell yourself and to sell a feeling. You want people to love whatever it is that you are selling just as much as you do. But it is I love that Cathy made this, it is very, very important that you always create a call to action. You always want people to want a little bit more. because that's what's going to make them make that next step. Again, I sell clothes. I love the clothes that we sell because they make me feel good. I want people to feel good in the clothes just like I do, but the only way they're going to get that feeling is if they get it on them. So I always am trying to get people to at least get one piece of whatever it is that I'm selling so that they'll fall in love with it, so that it'll want them coming back for more. So live, it's very, very important that you sell a feeling and that people can relate to you, and they are going to want to be your customer, because we can go all day long and post sales and do a short video of how something fits or how something feels or whatever, but if they're not authentically seeing you in the pieces and what you like and don't like, then they're not going to want to know what that feeling is that you're talking about.
I'm still just laughing. I love you guys. Okay, we're going to wrap up. I love that our topic today is live video, and we've gone through about every challenge you can with live video, because this is my life, right? This is my life. Is like, I was looking back over the last 2 years too of building a business online through live video, looking at how imperfect everything has been. Horribly imperfect. Oh, Maggie just dropped out. See what I mean? She's gone. And what's funny is I did a party on Wednesday night, a live video party. And my live video party on Wednesday, 3 times in the middle of the live party, it just shut down. Like, we were gone. And all of a sudden, just like how Maggie dropped out for a second, my whole party went off. And then you have to recover. So something, hopefully, Maggie, you can work through that with people, as I've learned to stop apologizing so much and just to move on. Like, oh, isn't that interesting? The video cut out. Let's move on. So sometimes we spend too much time getting stuck in that distraction instead of making the most of it. So you guys, we're going to wrap up. If you have any questions, tag Maggie in the comments, reach out to her, but the link is in the comments for you guys. I just posted it in the group as well. All of our Evergreen students, jump into this workshop and support the heck out of your fellow student and our next featured trainer. So we're so thrilled to have you, Maggie. Thank you so much for putting this together. I know it's a labor of love to deliver to our audiences this extra training, but I know that live video has been huge for me, meeting so many different people online. It is that one piece that some of our Evergreen students have admittedly said they still haven't even done. I'm like, what? We're teaching. And some of them said, I haven't even gone live yet. I'm like, oh, you've got to come into this workshop. So, all right, I'll let you close out if there's anything else you want to say, and then we'll let everybody go. Have a great week, and we'll see them in your workshop on Wednesday. So let me unmute you.
And I don't sound like a robot, I hope, anymore. Okay, so one of the things that we're definitely going to talk about is the different types of lives you can use and the different systems that you can use. So I primarily like to use Facebook and Instagram. Cathy uses StreamYard. I've used StreamYard in the past. I've also found some new, in the fun process of making sure I put all this together, I have found some new tools that you can use that maybe you have never known about. So I'm going to talk about all the different tools that are out there and how, yes, it can be a little overwhelming when you see every option that is in front of you, but it's trying to find the best fit for you and your business. So we'll be talking about that as well.
All right, you guys, thanks for joining us on Monday Social Media. We'll see you inside the workshop. It starts Wednesday. Inside the private group. Get registered. The link is in the comments below. I'll go ahead and add it to the description at the top as well of this video, because this video is on YouTube right now. It's on my business page and in the Moms Building Online Businesses group. So I'll update descriptions. And then if you are in the Moms Building Online Businesses group, use your special code. If you're in Evergreen, reach out to me as well for that. And Maggie, I'll see you Wednesday. And then Jess will be live here Thursday morning with her normal business chat with you guys here. All right, guys, see you later. Bye, Maggie.